Hi everyone, in this video we're going to cover EA Vision warranty for the J100, and this will really just be an overview of where your resources are and the basic information that we need whenever you experience a problem so that you understand what it is that you need to capture when you experience a crash or an error or an issue with something. So in our Knowledge Hub, you will be able to find our warranty guide by typing in warranty guide, and you'll see EA Vision warranty guidelines pop up, and you can select that and it'll take you to an embedded web page in the Knowledge Hub so that you can access this directly on your controller. If you're out in the field and have hotspot on your controller, you can access our Knowledge Hub through there, or from your phone while you're out there. The other way that you can access this too is if you forget about that, at the top for warranty, you can click there and it'll take you to this selection where you can choose between EA Vision and DJI. So we'll select EA Vision for this video, and this will take us to that embedded page. So this will make it a little bit easier to just kind of read everything on a normal web page rather than being embedded in an article. So this document, this webpage here, serves to provide you with the guidelines and the steps for warranty, the process, and background information so that you understand what is and isn't covered under warranty period timelines, and any of the relevant information regarding EA Vision and warranty. So we have up here different sections. This right here will be very useful to everyone. This will tell you what's covered for 12 months on the drone and what's covered for less than 12 months on the drone. And you can see that the water pumps, they actually have a volume warranty. The connections, 1 month, 1 month, 1 month. You can see all this breakdown in here. This is really useful for you so that if you have a warranty or you have an issue and say it's 6 months down the road, you can see what your issue's with and then refer to this to see, is that warrantable or not warrantable? So that's a really useful section. If you actually have any crashes, if you just have an issue with the drone, you have battery issues with the controller, an accessory item, you can go in here and click these drop downs and you can read and find different information on what would be covered or what wouldn't be covered, and some useful guidelines there. With these sections too, the way it kind of works, so let's say you crash, you can come to this section for crashes, and you can see we have subcategories in here to show you, if you had a collision with an obstacle, for example, then you can read about warranty related to collision with an obstacle. Or if you had a warranty related to a component failure, like a motor failure, an ESC failure, or a prop failure, anything like that, you can read about that there, and you can read the different sections related to warranty. And these are kind of the guidelines that tell you, is it something that would be potentially covered or not covered? And then we can kind of go from there to determine warranty eligibility. So refer to these. These are going to be helpful tools to just understand the different issues and what would be covered. And this also, at the top here, the warranty process will be very useful as well. So for you as the customer, this is kind of what we're looking for and the information that's going to be needed when you're going to file something for warranty. So step one is going to be when you experience an issue. First, we need to determine, warranty eligibility. So it's good to refer to these documents and these guides just so you understand the issue that you're having. Is it even something that's going to get warranted or not warranted, right? So if it's not going to be warranted, then you just get that part and get it fixed and not worry about having a warranty lingering around or anything like that. If it is something that is warrantable, then we're going to progress through these steps as well. So the next thing is refer to the different sections below for deciding the warranty eligibility. So these different sections out here will help you decide warranty eligibility. And then you're going to want to contact your local dealer. So we're really pushing to connect with your local dealer. They should have parts, they should have the knowledge and the service and the ability to help you, get you back in the air as quickly as possible. And they're also going to help facilitate the warranty process with EA Vision as well. So if you have an issue, utilize this, collect the relevant information, and then go to your dealer with that information. They'll help you, and then they will submit that to us for warranty process, and decisions will be made based off of that. So This determine eligibility. Then step 2, we're going to look for the type of issue that you're having. So if you have a crash, these are the things that you must do. So the first thing is going to be, we want to take a video of the drone, walk around the drone, take a quick little 20-second video, show it in its crash state and show the extent of the damage. Also take a little 360 video of the area that the drone is in where it crashed, just to show where it is. Then we're going to take an image of the serial number on the side of the drone so you can see it's located on the left frame. And then there's a serial number placard there. So just get a good picture of the serial number placard so that we can read the serial number. And the next thing you're going to want to do is you're going to want to upload the flight logs and the FPV logs for that time of crash. What's different with EA Vision compared to some of the other drones is that you can actually upload from a time to a time rather than each individual log. It's best to get it as concise as you can. Ensure that you're capturing that time frame that the crash happened. But if you give us a full 24-hour of flight logs, it's a lot of information that has to be verified and gone through. So the more specific to the time of the crash that you can get, the better, to make the warranty process go faster. If you are unsure of how to upload logs, these buttons that are in red are hot links. So if you click that, it's going to take you to a Knowledge Hub article to help you through that process. Right now we don't have a video in here, but we will get a video of the process in here. If you don't have a crash and it's just an error, we want a short video showing the issue on the screen, showing the serial number on the drone real fast, and then show that component on the drone. So for example, if you have an issue with a ESC for your motor, show that ESC issue on the controller, show the serial number, show that ESC on the drone, and just show that there's no external damage to the drone, and then take a picture of that serial number as well. And then you can read for battery, pretty much the same process. We're going to take a video of the battery showing the issue that's being experienced. And then for a remote controller, same thing, just like an error issue. Same thing for accessories. We're just going to really capture what the issue is, show that there's no damage to that component or that part of the drone, and then get the serial number. Then the next thing you're going to do is connect with your local dealer. So you're going to need to call your local dealer. They should be able to help you out. They'll make sure that you have the correct information for the warranty process, make sure that it is a warrantable item, which is step 4. The dealer's going to verify warranty eligibility. If it is eligible for warranty, then they have a special form that they use to submit that information to us so that warranty decisions can get made and the process can continue. So make sure you get all these information put together, and then you can provide that to your dealer. Something that we hope to have in the future is going to be on the actual J100 controller. In the settings, there's a quick repair request kind of guide in there where you can report stuff. And what we're going to hope to have is a dealer locator in there, so that when you pick your dealer, it's going to show your closest ASD dealer to you, depending on where you're at, based off the location on the controller. And then you're going to be able to input some of this information automatically, and you're going to be able to send that information, and an email will be sent to your dealer so that they can capture a lot of this up front just by you inputting stuff on your controller. So that should help this process. We're currently working on getting that set up with EA Vision. The last step is going to be warranty submission review and the decision being made. So once all that information is collected, you get it to your dealer. They'll submit it through a form. We will get it. We'll review it, work with EA Vision, and make a decision on warranty. And once that decision is made, then if it's been approved, the applicable refund and credit will be issued out to either to the dealer or whoever did the repair. So that's kind of an overview of the process for EA Vision. If you guys have any questions, make sure to connect with your local dealer. They'll be able to help you through this process. And if you're not getting the help that you need, please reach out to Warranty at Agri Drones, and our warranty administrator should be able to help you out as well.